Before I get into the next recommended book in this series, let me just have a word with you about where to order your books from. Everybody just automatically thinks Amazon. Let me suggest, please, find your nearest local indie bookseller. Somebody in your vicinity has got to be selling books, and desperately needs your support. In fact, I recommend that not only you order your books through them, because it gives them a small shaving, not a great deal, but enough. Go visit their store and buy what you can from their existing stock. Think about everybody in your Christmas list. I mean, truly, if my nieces and nephews are getting Christmas presents from me, they know it's going to be a book. It simplifies things for everybody. But if you can buy from your indie bookstore owner's existing stock, help them take down that stock level a little bit before they have to do inventory at the end of the year. Help them get a little bit of attraction, a little bit of a flow. Since they've had a grueling hard year, just like everybody, you'll be doing the whole world a favor. Not just you, not just them. Okay, next book on the list. This one I did order from Amazon because they were offering a super great sale. This is James Clear's Atomic Habits. And I found this so useful because, let's face it, right now, we've all been a little bit blown off our usual schedules, our usual sense of purposefulness, our usual focus and head in the game-ness through this past year. It's just been that awful. And now we're saying we've got to regroup. So I like this. It's talking about building up habits for success in a very practical, tangible, step-by-step, concrete manner, how to accrue your habits and cluster them together, how to simplify your life, how to give yourself rewards. Just very, very useful, practical book. And a great one for the end of the year when you're sort of thinking about how do I pull myself together and move forward. Along with that one, I don't have my copy handy with me, but as the next step, this would be the third book on the list, and the last one for this vid. We'll have some other vids that'll continue the series. But the third book that I would recommend would be The 12-Week Year. And it's so useful because it's really hard for us right now to think about a whole year in advance. About 1/4's worth is about as much planning cycle as we can legitimately handle. For my students in Northwestern and the MSDS, Master of Science and Data Science program, we're on a quarter system. So once again, a quarter, 10 weeks for them, but the 12 weeks is sort of like the week before and the week after. It's about as much as we can think through at one time. The next quarter is sort of off in the vague, that will happen at some point stage. Right now, we're working within that 10 to 12 week interval, and the 12-week year combined with Atomic Habits. I think that's a pretty good way to get our head in the game for the year ahead. So, thank you for joining me. We'll have more in this series soon. We will in particular have a breakdown on some of the key elements of Sun Tzu's The Art of War, taking it from like horses and chariots and supply trains to how are you going to work your specific career objectives. We're going to make that mapping. It'll be interesting and kind of fun, kind of different. Please join me. I'm Aliana J. Marin. You're in a slight offshoot of AI After Hours. Look for the upcoming mini-series on My Thai Fridays. We'll definitely have fun there. Thanks. See you soon.